Hey, this is Christelle and Elizabeth, and this is PdPDQ, where leaders soar. Today we're going to show you about the app called Book Creator, which works really well in conjunction with iBooks. So here's an example of a completed book, one that Elizabeth and I put together with the app challenge that we did back in whenever that was with Pic Collage. And we took all of your Pic Collages and put them into a book. So I'm going to go ahead and open that book. Now this is in the editing version. If I want to actually view the book, I'm going to go up to this share button here and I'm going to open it in iBooks. Every device comes with iBooks, and once you open it in iBooks, anybody who is signed into the Lake Myra, this is signed into the teacher account, would be able to have access to this app challenge book in the cloud, which is kind of cool. If I tap on it, it's going to work just like any ebook does. It's going to open like an ebook. We've got our title page. If I turn the page, you can see our side-by-side pages here. We've got a little sound on this one. Let's face it, it's just the way we are. You can see that I've got text on this page. I imported a Pic Collage. That was a piece of cake. It works really well with Book Creator. And then I also just used my finger to write on the page. So it has several different things going on. Another page, side by side here. I think I did single layout pages. So these are actually single layout pages with text on one side and the picture on the other side. You can make your books interactive, of course. And as we get to the end, you'll see that we have an example of a Pic Collage that a first grader made with a textbert on the right. But down below, I just put an example of Beethoven's Fifth in there. And you'll see that it's going to take you straight to that YouTube app. And you'll get to hear Beethoven's Fifth. So it's an interactive feature of the books that you can integrate YouTube videos as well, which is kind of cool. Here's an example of a biography book that was written by a fifth grader about Rosa Parks. And you can see she's got a table of contents page. She's got, hers is a little more colorful than what I put together. Pictures and information. You can record your own voice in Book Creator. One of the cool things about Book Creator is that you can share it and publish it as a YouTube video. So if your parents don't have access to iBooks, they can still take a look at the Book Creators, but on a YouTube video.
The options with Book Creator are just literally endless. You can use Book Creator as a journal, a vocabulary notebook. It's excellent for compiling student work from your entire class and putting it into one book, like taking a whole slew of Pic Collages and putting them into one book. It's great for an actual book, a collaborative project. You can actually share pages across devices and combine books into one book. And it's a great way to present your research in a full project, too.
Here are the action steps you need to take to make this work. When you open Book Creator, there's a really short tutorial you can go through, which is a great way to get started. The first thing you're going to want to do is tap on New Book, which you can see in the upper left-hand corner of your screen. Then you get to choose your layout. If you want a traditional looking book, you can stick with portrait, but if you'd rather it be more like a slideshow, you can go with landscape or the fun square sized. It'll start with a single cover, just like all good books should have a good cover. And then you can add things to it. If you push the plus in the upper right hand corner, you'll have the option to add photos. You can take a picture. You can do video. You can use your finger like a pen. You can add text, and you can also add sound to it. So there's lots of options with it. If you tap on the eye in the upper right hand corner, it's going to give you options to change page colors and some other little tidbits. Now, as you can see, once I get into my book, I've got side-by-side pages because that's how I set it up. But if I want to change that, I tap the My Books in the upper left-hand corner and then tap the eye at the bottom, and I can change that setting. One of the exciting parts about Book Creator is that when you're ready to share it, you tap the sharing icon in the upper right-hand corner, and you can actually open this in iBooks and read it like a traditional e-reader. If your parents have access to iDevices, you can share it with them through Dropbox. So you'll open it in Dropbox, save it as an ePublisher file, which it'll automatically do for you, but you won't be able to open that file in your Dropbox. Instead, you'll use the sharing button again with the arrow, and you can either message it or email it to your parents. Most of you would probably choose the email option. It's going to email a link to your parents, which they can open on their iPads or their phones and actually open it in iBooks and have a copy of their child's iBook. If you aren't sure whether your parents have access to iBooks, you can still share their ebook with them by either exporting it as a PDF or publishing it as a video, which you can publish to YouTube. To do that, you simply go back into the Book Creator app. Underneath your book will be another sharing option, and it'll give you those 3 choices that you see there. Time to reach out. Hashtag PDQ Book Creator. Share what you're doing. Reach out to Elizabeth, to Corinne Taylor, to Courtney Carter. I know both of their classes have done projects with it. Book Creator is a great tool that can be used for large and small projects. That's another edition of PdPDQ, Professional Development Pretty Darn Quick.